Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me both? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. See Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here we go, Week 1 for the LA Chargers. It's not, as we thought in the offseason, Tyrod Taylor under center. It will be instead the 6th overall pick from April, Justin Herbert.
And, partner, this one was a surprise to me because I thought Justin Herbert would sit around for a little while because of Tyrod Taylor's connection with the head coach, Anthony Lynn. They had been together in Buffalo. I figured he would get the ball. But this rookie had a big preseason, and they're banking on his potential, getting even better with actual play.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Charles, a look there at the Bengals draft class for 2020. You know, a lot of names on it, but let's be real. Ultimately, it's going to be the performance of Joe Burrow that determines the success or failure of this group.
But when you do select a quarterback at number 1, and he's a quarterback coming off of maybe the greatest college season in history, yeah, he is going to make or break your draft. But I do think they got some really good players in the draft as well. In T. Higgins, a wide receiver out of Clemson, and Logan Wilson, a linebacker out of Wyoming. They will help make their draft class solid as well.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 7 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Five yards from the end zone, first and goal. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Here's Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook.
Herbert's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
It's a gain of
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I don't know what the heck he was.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
10-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Austin Eckler.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
43-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their...
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 57 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Joe Mixon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
For the Bengals.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Reed. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Chargers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
On the return, Phillips.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want...
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 73 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Herbert has it knocked free, and the Bengals grab it, and they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
9 brings up 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
LA set to take over again on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to watch and know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
3-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. To the air again, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll at It's another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
At the Chargers' 2-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's third and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DJ Reader able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And Cook has it left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Taken down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, Eckler, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A A shotgun snap for Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jared Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Burrow on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
In coverage, he's very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Herbert on first down now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Touchdown, LA!
Complete to number 15.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 22 yards there, a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles.